Drink told me the plan and I say I'm with it. We jumped in the car and went straight to the riches. Yeah, we went straight to the riches. He told me this one gon' bust both of our wrists. I told him he playing, he says no gimmicks. I told him let's get it, I told him let's get it like.
Alright gang, let's get into this one. Feel me? We got Jermz, the tragic story of Jermz. Let's get it, feel me? Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's get it. 15 to 19. I'm more like this top fire on injury than get to fire.
Named after his grandfather, who died 3 months before he was born, Jeremiah Ranger, aka Jermz, was described by those close to him as a smiley kid, fourth in a family of 5. He had a big heart and a big smile, but he was suffering silently. Jermz was a difficult case, to say the least. Born during what Toronto police described as the year of the gun, Jermz was coincidentally no stranger to gun violence. His father and cousin were injured in separate shootings, and when he was 10, he witnessed 2 men get shot in front of him. His troubles with gun violence, which came at a disturbingly early age, arise from neighborhood conflicts. Jermz lived with his mom and 4 siblings in public housing at 1884 Shepherd Avenue West, also dubbed Baghdad. The gangs in this area have been around for decades, and unfortunately, due to their affiliations with several blood sets along the south side of Jane and Finch, they have accumulated a lengthy list of oppositions, many of them based just a few minutes away on the north side of the neighborhood, which is a predominantly Crip territory. Sometime in 2007, during the peak of the North and South Side Jane and Finch feud, Joe Friesen, a reporter for the Globe and Mail, took the opportunity to interview residents on the South Side, with one youth worker providing a detailed insight on the violence in the area. Bloods to the South have a more stable organization, in which senior leaders look out for the young people in their communities, encouraging them to stay in school and steer clear of guns. Some even deal drugs to put themselves through university, the youth worker said. The South guys don't want to beef with the North guys. The North guys are the killers. The South Side guys are the moneymakers. They're not into the guns because they don't want the heat the guns bring, and they have older guys to tell them how to act. They don't have that mental.
Damn, that's tough, feel me? Damn, I'm not gonna say that they scared, that the South Side is scared or whatever, feel me? But they just the money getters, feel me? Feel me? They got structure, they got some control over there. The OGs, feel me? They got a plan, they getting money. The North Side, they the killers, they the shooters. They don't got no structure, they wild boys.
Leadership in the North. Because of the traumatizing things he'd seen, Jermz grew anxious and was diagnosed with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder and post-traumatic stress disorder. These troubles would eventually seep into his schooling as he would accumulate a lengthy file, with incidences ranging from screaming profanities to violent outbursts. The earliest incident dates back to 2013, when Jermz was just 8 years old. He broke free from the teachers in the principal's office and then went to where another student was standing in line to return to class and smacked him in the back of the head with his palm. He then left school property where he was reapprehended and returned to the principal's office a second time. He then began to throw papers, attempted to break a teacher's phone, and needed to be restrained. Jermz simply did not have the skills to manage his anger. It was so bad Toronto police were called, which resulted in him being placed into the system. On the file, they labeled 8-year-old Jermz as a quote-unquote problem. 2 years after that, police were called to Calico Public School for a person gone berserk. An overall summary of the incident as documented in the report says that a person was kicking classroom doors and making threats to other students. He also threatened a teacher. On an official police report, one teacher was quoted saying she was terrified of the person and fears for her and her students' safety when he is around. This person was 10-year-old Jermz.
Grown-ass teacher telling someone that she's scared of a 10-year-old is crazy, no? Ain't it? A little crazy. That boy wow. That's tough.
Police officers attempted to speak to him in the presence of the principal, but Jermz refused to acknowledge the police presence and refused to answer any questions. He then suddenly got up and ran out of the school. Officers then confirmed that Jermz made it home safely and reported this to the principal. As a result, he was immediately suspended for 20 days. For students like Jermz, the common solution the school board would impose is a school transfer, but this didn't work for him. Simply put, Due to the North and South Side Jane and Finch feud, youth in some neighborhoods do not like to associate with youth in other neighborhoods. So when Jermz was transferred to various schools around the Jane and Finch community, he was often put in a situation where he was surrounded by youth that did not like where he was from. He would then have to fight to survive and would subsequently be suspended for it. It was a vicious cycle. Now this is not...
That's tough to go through, feel me, at a young age. That's not even high school yet, feel me? You were in 7th, 8th grade, and people still actually pulling it, yo, what side you from, feel me? And then if you ain't from their side, they gonna beat you up. That's hard. That's tough to go through. And then you still got PTSD. So the next school he gonna go through, he's still gonna have that trauma. He gonna be ready to fight. He never gonna learn from that.
Not to say the school board was the main contributing factor to his troubles, but it undoubtedly had an impact on his delinquency. 2 years after his 20-day suspension from Calico Public School, Jermz was arrested for ding-dong ditching. By this point, Toronto Police's 31 Division was well aware of Jermz, and unfortunately, they had enough. When the police were trying to quote-unquote gain control over him, they backed Jermz into a corner. He resisted, and as a result of the struggle, he was charged with assault to a peace officer and mischief. According to his mother, it was at this point when Jermz would begin to ask her, "Why am I not like other kids?" He felt like he was different. He felt like he wasn't accepted. When it came to the police and the schools, he knew he was treated differently than others, and it affected him deeply. One lens into understanding his difficult life is through the eyes of the Toronto Police Service over at 31 Division. Looking through this lens tells quite a tale. His police file has 234 pages with 43 recorded encounters. Mind you, those are just the ones captured in writing in the General Occurrence Records releases. Looking through these pages, you first notice Jermz's pattern of crime and mischief. Clearly, no one accumulates 43 written encounters with the police for nothing, and Jeremiah is no different. The pages reveal assaults, both with and without a weapon, muggings, harassment of other youth in the Jane and Finch community, countless school-related incidents, uttering threats, and even an armed robbery in a stolen vehicle. In the first 11 reports, there are repeated references to concerns for his mental and behavioral issues.
I ain't gonna lie, bro, look, tough life.
Some reports indicate that Toronto Children's Aid Society were
It's like it's not stopping. It's just like back to back to back to back to back.
notified. At one point, the Mobile Crisis Intervention Team was consulted, and they advised the Humber River Regional Hospital of the situation. He had even been briefly apprehended under the Mental Health Act and admitted to the hospital for a short stay. One of the police investigations into Jeremiah's school behavior unfolded over a few months in the fall of 2018. He had been accused of stealing lunch money from a number of students over a period of time throughout 2018. Jeremiah would ask for their lunch money. If they did not immediately hand over the money, he would threaten them and start counting down from 5 to 1 in order to intimidate them. As a result of the investigation, Jeremiah was formally charged with and appears to have pled guilty to 2 counts of robbery and 1 count of theft under $5,000. Jeremiah did a lot of things he shouldn't have, but if you stop reading there, you won't really see Jeremiah. He was different. The seemingly small triggers were huge offenses to him. He could not easily let them go, and once the retaliation sequence had begun, he was compelled to see it through. Jeremiah would drop out of high school after this incident, and thus, his life in the streets began.
No, oh man, it's about to get crazy. If he ain't have no structure at home, he ain't have no structure at school, how you think he gonna have structure in the streets? Who he gonna be loyal to in the streets? He gonna if he was a crash out in school, crash out at home, he gonna be a crash out in the streets. Crash out. 18 months after dropping out.
Sunday, April 26, 2020, now 15, Jermz and his friend Degushi Blake arranged a marijuana transaction with 22-year-old Seymour Young using anonymous Instagram accounts. They arranged to meet Mr. Young in a townhouse complex under the pretense that they would purchase an ounce of marijuana from him. However, their intention was to rob him. Seymour Young was born in Brampton and lived there with his parents until he was 8 years old. His childhood was marked by violence. His father was physically abusive to him and his brother. It was so bad, the Children's Aid Society got involved with the family after teachers reported the injuries inflicted on them. His father eventually moved out when he was 8. Fast forward to grade 9, Young dropped out of high school, but was able to secure a job as a roofer. Unfortunately, he lost the job when the COVID-19 pandemic struck in 2020.
And this is Jermz is about to rob him. It's gonna go bad, bro. I'm telling you right now why it's gonna go bad. Feel me? Look. Childhood was marked by violence. That's all bro know every day. That's all you see is violence, right? Feel me? But look, outside, violence, right? Inside, father was physically abusive. So inside the house, outside the house, violence. His mind is fucked up, bro. His mind is fucked up. Father left when he was 8. Now it's no father in the crib. He's fucked up, bro. Dropped out in 9th grade. Feel me? His mom couldn't even keep him in school, gang. And then he lost his job because of COVID. He's killing him. He's killing him. He has to, bro. He has nothing to lose right now. It's over.
Young then began selling weed to make ends meet. It is reported that he had been selling weed for only 2 weeks and bought a gun just 1 week before the following incident occurred. At a townhouse in Baghdad, Seymour Young arrived in an SUV driven by his brother Tyler. Seymour was in the front passenger seat while his girlfriend, Hannah Gadet, sat in the rear seat. As their SUV pulled up and stopped, Jermz...
Right here. I don't even know what's about to happen, but if you ever been in this predicament, right through the window, right? Feel me? Let him see what's going on. Alright, let me get the money, cash out me the money, however you figure that out. Pass it through, go on by my day, right? Do not let them get behind you in the back seat. Never let them get behind you in the back seat. I wouldn't even let them get in the front seat either, feel me? I'll do it through the window. But you're not getting this till I get the money though. Word. That's all I know.
Quickly approached the vehicle, followed a few seconds later by his friend Agushi Blake. Seymour had rolled down the front passenger window of the vehicle in anticipation of conducting the marijuana transaction through the window. Instead, Jermz entered the right rear passenger side of the vehicle, followed by Agushi. Once inside, Jermz produced what turned out to be an imitation firearm and made clear his intention to rob the occupants of the vehicle. In response to Jermz brandishing what appeared to be a real firearm, Seymour pulled his own firearm and fired once. Young intentionally aimed low, and as Jermz turned to flee the vehicle, he was hit in the thigh, severing an artery. As he fled the vehicle from the rear passenger door, Jermz stumbled and...
That's how he go out for an ounce? And now he running on it too. He probably gonna start breathing all crazy because he fucked up. Not like that in a bad way, but he fucked up. He just got shot. He don't know what to think, man. And then now, feel me, he going through medical shit. Bro, fucked up. Real shit. Take it how you want to take it, bro. About to be fucked up right now. He just got shot. That shit hurt.
Dropped the imitation firearm. He then got back to his feet and ran a few more meters before collapsing behind the complex's garbage bin. Then, moments after the SUV drives off, it is reported Agushi, after initially running away from the scene, returned and retrieved the imitation firearm, hid it about 500 meters away, then fled the scene. After collapsing, Jermz was rushed to the hospital, where he succumbed to his injury.
Turning next to the shooting death of a 15-year-old boy. Tonight, 3 people are facing charges in the death of Jeremiah Ranger.
One of the suspects, a young woman, turning herself in this morning.
Toronto police were able to quickly identify Seymour, his brother and girlfriend, as the occupants of the SUV at the time of the shooting, and on May 2nd, they announced...
Oh, this is a new shooting, so Seymour spent back on, bro, with his brother and the girl. Right?
Tyler Young was arrested and charged. Hannah Gadet and Seymour Young were arrested and charged 2 days later when they surrendered to police. Fast forward 2 years, trial would begin. Seymour Young's original charge of second-degree murder would be reduced to manslaughter, while his brother and girlfriend would be cleared of all charges. Although he expressed remorse for his actions, Young was sentenced to 5 years in prison and given a lifetime firearms ban.
See, and that's tough, bro. That's tough, because Seymour was going through a lot, bro. And he was making his little bit of money selling his weed, doing what he had to do. And this nigga Jermz comes and fuck it up, man. Jermz come and fuck it up, man. Fucked it up, man. Now he gotta do 5 years. And that wasn't even his intention, man. He didn't even want to shoot, man. That was the start of it. Now he's spinning back. Maybe that's his fault, though. You know what I mean? But the start of it, it wasn't his idea, though. That wasn't his idea.
With credit for pre-sentence custody, he will be released in May of 2024. After the passing of Jermz, a memorial was set up just meters away from where he passed, but due to his affiliations, it has been the target of constant vandalism and even shootings.
This was one of 5 shootings between Saturday evening and Sunday morning in the city. A 27 and 28-year-old man have been arrested after a shooting in North York last night. 2 others were injured in the shooting that happened outside a townhouse complex near Shepherd and Yates Castle around 8:30 p.m. Then at 9:18 p.m., police received a call to Steeles Avenue West and Tangreen Court west of Yonge for reports of a man shot in the leg. There are also reports of a shooting at Flemington Road and Amaranth Court near Allen and Lawrence. Police say 7 shots were fired at a brown Mercedes-Benz. Police say they're looking for a shiny black SUV with tinted windows. And there were reports of shots fired on Wilson Heights Boulevard.
It is so close to home, and that, you know, and where is it going to hit next?
Your little tit.
He was leaning on the candles and the teddy bears. Damn. I'm not gonna lie. I really don't feel bad for Jermz. He's a crash out. I'm not gonna lie. And that was medical problems though for me. His family should have took better care of him. His family should took better care of him though. Real shit. His family should take way better care of him. Feel me? He was crashing out. I don't feel bad. He crashed out over a O. How do you want me to feel bad? Somebody crash out over a O, bro. And then now you want me to feel bad for Young for spinning back? Young had to do what he had to do, bro. And his girl was there. You want me to look like a bitch in front of his girl? Not even your girl was there. What would you expect?
Oh shit.
You know the game, broski. This is why I shot nightmares, everything. We're on
Oh
the street.
shit.
So you could catch me out here live, 24/7. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
Yo, you living that life in 4K. Shit.
Yeah. This is the lifestyle, broski. Get used to it. Southside Jane and Finch. Get used to it. Grr.
Oh shit. Yo, chat. Now I'm realizing why every time I get on here and I start talking to Toronto, they're like, yo, where do we?
Yo, what's funny? Yo, big dog, what's funny over there?
You.
You're funny. I'm not gonna lie, you're a real funny guy.
My nigga, I'm out here, my nigga. Where I come from?
Hey, you're out here today. No social media shit today, huh?
I've been out here all fucking year, fam.
Yo, listen. Yo, listen. When I come off of this, I want you to snitch on social media like how you always do, you rat.
What do you snitch? What do you mean snitch?
You're a
Yo, my
bitch,
nigga,
and
go
you're a snitch,
shot a
kid.
man for your Legos, my nigga.
You're a snitch, kid.
You got a Legos, fam.
You're a snitch. Your bro died off of a Legos. What the fuck?
JJ just got packed.
Oh no, JJ just got packed. Who's JJ? Who's JJ?
Bro died off of a Legos. That guy is not a soldier. I'm telling you. Yo, listen. He's not a soldier. How big is died off of a Legos?
Hold on. Wait, hold on. Yo, wait, hold on. Yo.
JJ is a pack.
You look sad.
It's a 2020
Somalian.
pack.
Yo.
I'm not gonna lie. You're a dumb idiot.
Wait. I thought y'all squashed this though.
When, Ak? When?
I thought y'all squashed this.
Fucking dumb idiot.
Left it.
I thought y'all squashed this before though.
You are a dumb idiot,
You
you
got
bitch.
shot and never rode.
You are a dumb
got
idiot.
shot. You got
Your bro
shot.
died?
Doobie, you know you're not outside, man.
Yo, listen.
You're mesquite.
Yo, we're in the lane right now. You know where this is? Listen. Bro,
Go out there.
They did say the north side is the killers, feel me, and the south side is the money getters, feel me? So now I understand top 5 story though. Top 5 story, remember he said you got 7 days, feel me? Pedro was activated. Feel me? That was tough. That was the toughest shit I seen, feel me, all week. That nigga said you got 7 days, and that shit said 1 week later, that nigga chain was tooken. Yo, pendant was tooken. Feel me? But I know they got a Tales of Toronto doobie. I'm gonna tap into that one, gang. We gotta know if Doobie ever got back for that Legos. We gotta know. Feel me?
Fake we don't do those. Fake niggas, we don't do those. Heart cold,